Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and Darkness. I'm Nick Noir. It's been a hot minute since I've done any episodes. I actually shot a whole season 2, but I didn't like the way they were shot, so I scrapped them. So, with the return to the show, I wanted to do something very simple, very subdued. Today I'm going to do an oceanscape with like a storm on the horizon. I have a 16 by 20 canvas, turned vertically or horizontally, and I have some liquid white. He added some liquid clear, but I just have liquid white. I'm probably going to regret it, but I just have liquid white, and I'll put the paint on the bottom of the screen so you can paint along with me. Actually, if you want to look it up, the painting that he's doing is Storm on the Horizon. So, without further ado, let's get to painting.
Have some fun. 2-inch brush. Not going to a small amount of the flavor, but just tap a little into the bristles. Notice we pull the paint out very flat, so we can just pick up a little bit of it. When you go up here in this big pile, you don't get too much. Just a little. Just one little, and we tap it into the bristles. That helps assure a nice even distribution of color all the way through it. Okay, let's go from here. Now then, let's make a little X's, little crisscross strokes. Let's just spin our hand into the sky. All the way across. There. About like that. Doesn't much matter where you want. That's exactly what we need. Come down to about there.
He's washing the brush. I'm not done. My sky looks a bit rough, so I'm going to clean it up a bit. Like I said, I want this to be very subdued, very subtle. Can't do that when your sky looks like it's about to growl. Oh, yeah, I should probably help. He's using titanium white for the clouds now. Sorry, I suck at this. I'm used to just doing. Just making a background cloud. But you know, Bob, boom, he's done. I'm not done. All my bushes. I don't want them to look like bushes, so I'm trying to fluff them out a bit. Same. This is kind of the technique. Sorry, I use an eyeball, which is the same technique that I use for bushes, why they look like bushes. However, I do want clouds. It makes it right. None of this. Be different. The storm here of I think he's going to use because there's a storm's going to, I'm assuming here, darker color to paint over, but this, but you're right. So whatever. Anyway, whatever dark I don't use up is going to blend that dark color and any appear. Probably not dim, but that's cool. If that makes sense, blend in, but it stand out. Not blend. It's going to. There we go. Oh, that looks a heck of a lot better. Cool. I like that. Yep, so I thought. Where's my knife? Yep, he's taking alizarin crimson, phthalo blue for the storm.
I want to make a lavender color.
Lavender
Sort of to the reddish side.
to the reddish side. Yeah.
Yeah, my phone's good knife. And shoot. If you're too dirty, maybe we can continue to use it. I'll just go over that color. Maybe we have some indications of some little lavender clouds.
Use the same dirty brush.
And we can just throw in some happy little things wherever you want them. Wherever. Something about like that. So, just put right over to that over there. Okay, it's big one. That happens sometime. There we go. Alright. And we're fluffing.
Yeah. No. He's fluffing it. I'm not there yet. Not yet.
Like that.
He uses a 2-inch brush. I used to use the I used to use the 2-inch brush for when I started painting, but I just like the 1-inch brush because it's just fits my hand better. And he's fluffing this part with the 2-inch brush, but I like the blender brush for that. I just make sure that there's no loose hairs because I have the tendency to get loose hairs on my ponting. I don't like it. No, play, play.
And that'll give us the indication of some little clouds and they're far, far away. And that's all we're looking for right now. It's just indications. There. All right. That's simple. Isn't that a fantastic way of making a very colorful little sky that's effective? All right, you get to wash your brush again. Shake off the paint better. Just cover everybody in the studio. Alright. Blend that a little if you want to, but we're not going to spend much time on the sky. We'll work more on the water today. Let's take, oh, we ran into some phthalo blue. I like phthalo blue. Black.
They
Mix them together. We hit pan
just mixing
right back.
through blue and black
So,
and crimson.
crimson.
Wild card.
Let's figure out basically maybe.
Oh,
Let's see. My water like that. It's probably not very good. Continue. Step there. Take in your paint. It's better to
I don't want.
It's close to yours.
He's just making one.
Tell us where you park. Very hardly, right? But sorry, you never hit the twist spring. Let's head. Work on that. Something about maybe on both sides. We'll do like so. One mile for the road clear with the liquid water. I wanted it to stay quite dark, and I was liquid white only. As you know, it would have gotten much lighter back here. I don't want that. To stay quite dark makes it easier. Alright, and then just bring that down.
Oh hell. What's he doing?
Mixed together. And maybe cleaning it out. Just grab another brush. I don't have to waste all my time just cleaning it out. Pick up some of that lavender.
Lavender.
That we made. That was alizarin crimson and a little bit of the thing mixed together. And maybe right in here. Seascape things. Very colorful. And I had a reputation to make. People always ask me where do you get ideas because I was over in New Smyrna Beach the other day with my partner Ned Shaw. She's got a little shop over there. And she was teaching this painting to some of her students. And I just fell in love with it. And I asked her for permission to show it to you in the program. So, Annette, thanks. I will. There we go. And I probably won't do near as good a job on it as she does. This is basically the way she does it. So, we'll try it. Wash the brush again. If nothing else, practice washing the brush. Okay, we're ready. Fan brush, it doesn't matter. One of the things I like to do when I use seascapes,
Fan brush.
where my major wave is going to be, and then just take a little, use a filbert, it doesn't matter, fan brush, whatever. And I just want to basically indicate in here where I think the major wave is going to live. It's going to go right out through here and maybe crash over right there, and it'll just disappear. How's that? Nice, simple little painting. There we are. Okay.
That works.
Now, back into my white. Still using the same little fan brush. Maybe back in here. Go straight in and just give it a wiggle. Maybe there's a little splasher that lives back here in the background somewhere. Straight in and just make it wiggle up and down. And that's all. Something down like that. And we can put the indication here and there and there and here. Just a little bit.
a little bit.
Just
But I want to. He's just petting me, but more. Put a little. Not on here. Just a little bunch. Just. There. Good enough. Yellow, green. He's putting white. Wait, which part? Oh. Yeah, I don't even see it.
Like so. Something like that. Blender brush. Just begin to blend. Blend it. You can do this several times to achieve desired lightness if you want to. Up to you. You decide. Wherever you want it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Brush just makes it
Stop.
soft.
Pause. Okay. He's just blending this into the wave. There we go. Beautiful. I think he's actually using, he's using the blender brush too. Usually he uses the 2-inch brush. Beautiful.
Just tender, so soft. There we go. Something about that cat. Okay. And if you want to make it a little brighter, we'll just do it. Maybe a little more of the same color. Maybe right in here we'll have it a little brighter. And just sort of swoosh it in, as Steve says. I don't know if that's a word or not, but
Yeah, why not?
everybody.
He's trying to make it brighter, and I wasn't going to, but just to learn the technique, why not?
Dark colors, it's just some black and some blue and crimson in it. And let's take, and I'm going to make this wave sort of crash over right here. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now then, let's take, I have several little fan, using number 3 fan brush this day. Doesn't matter.
He's using a new fan brush to do something else, but before he does that, I'm just going to play with this a little bit more. Just a little bit. Not much. There we go. Okay. I have one of every brush. He has like 20, so when he changes brushes, I gotta clean mine. I don't really have to beat that brush, but I wanted to. Lavender.
Dark colors, it's just some black and some blue crimson in it. And let's take, and I'll make this
Black, blue, and crimson.
crash over right here. And only way to make that dark right there stand out. There's a little light right behind it. Don't leave it first, get an idea where it's at. Go back to my fan brush and have some of the lighter color in it. And let's go right behind it. Kind of gently, and back. Thinking about having a wave come up. Just need a little
Mhm.
that dark. And let's take, and I'm gonna make this wave crash over right.
I'm going to that highlight back into the color.
Works well. Very well. Very there. Okay, now they do a trick here. Take a little change dark color and build it. A little bit of like some look in here. And see this little zone right here? So no pressure. Push it up into there. Okay, just shred on it. It's not a trick in that job. And it worked very well. Now it just makes a nice dark bottom. It works that evenly. So then go up in here. Dark right in here. Light and fall in there. Now it'll go up so nice. So nice. We can put our foam in. Just use a little filbert. Or you can use a fan brush. It doesn't matter. I picked up a filbert, so I use it. And let's go in here. Take it out. Some happy little splashes right up here on top of this. Like so. Now I picked up some blue, and I'm going to let that be the shadow. As we come up in here. There we are. Okay, now one more brush. Pick up a little bit of clean white. Get highlight there. Just think about water crashing, smashing, and having a good time up in here. There. Alright. I like to paint water, don't do it much, but I do like to paint on it. Daytona Beach Florida. In here. Now, some happy little filbert. They can use a fan brush, it doesn't matter. I picked up a
Filbert brush. I think you're gonna make the
and let's go in here.
foamy part.
Think about some happy little splashes right up here on top of this.
Yep.
Like so. Now I picked up some blue, and I'm going to let that be the shadow. As we come up in here. There we are. Okay, wipe off the brush. Pick up a little bit of clean white. And we can highlight that. It's like no water crashing. Like so. Now I picked up some
Now chances are you're not painting along with me, but because I'm a horrible instructor. Once I get going, I get going. But if you are, I would love to know how this technique works for you. I think the first naturescape I did that I really felt confident that I could do more was a seascape. Yeah, it was the lighthouse, one of my very first paintings. He used a knife to put, I think it was the same colors, it was, what is this one? Yellow ochre? It was yellow ochre and white, and he knifed it in, but when I did it, it just looked like I was throwing paste on there or something, so I used I think it was a blender brush, no, it was a fan brush, and I just went through and I blended it in, and it just looked like the ocean was glowing. So if you ever run into that issue where the paint just looks glopped on there, if it's an oceanscape, just blend it in, and then just put some white on top of it, some blue, and some darker colors, and it'll just start to look like water in no time. It's pretty simple. You'll get the hang of it. Right now I'm just putting a bunch of frothy nonsense onto this wave. I'm from California. I used to surf, so I love seascapes. Love them. Love them to death. They always remind me of of course, the beach, but the good times. All he's doing right now is highlighting this awesome stuff just a tad bit, because it's really dark blue down here, kind of blends into the water, so he's just highlighting. It doesn't take much to make this stuff look like it's alive, like, you know, living, breathing water. The more you add, the cooler it gets. That's why a great deal of my paintings are seascapes. It just feels good, like a mountain and everything. Mountains, bushes, and tree limbs were the three things I couldn't paint for beans, so I stuck to seascapes for a while. And then I just forced myself to learn. But seascapes, in my opinion, are just the easiest to learn. Really, really good stepping stones.
But I do like to paint. I was born in Daytona Beach, Florida, which is one of the most fantastic beaches ever. There. Yeah, then just take our little script liner brush, take a little light blue, use a little white, paint thinner, a little bit of color on the brush. And we can go in here and we can begin putting in all kinds of little doers that live here. Just by
He's taking a script liner brush with some paint thinner,
patterns just work their way
and he's just painting in little, I'm just going to call them doohickeys. I don't know what you call them. Hold on.
more in the dark. And we can begin putting in all kinds of little doers that live here. Just
With some blue.
there. Let these little foam patterns just work their way on out. Wherever you want them to go. Maybe on top of that way.
He's not putting a whole bunch in. Neither will I, but these do look really, really good when you put in just enough. Just enough. It's not flowing. If it doesn't flow, just add more paint thinner. Sometimes this can be a bit tricky because it starts to look like you're just throwing pasta, but you just blend it.
More in the darker color. Make, I want to put a bit of murky edge, right? Just a little bit of sand right in. That little nice reddish over. Things go.
I'll let my brush is like a nail lit. Fine. It's not. You do it fine. There you go. Fine. It's time for a new center brush. This script line. bit more of the squigglies. Not a bunch, just a few.
Just take your time and play with these. They're a lot of fun. Really just move wherever which way. Okay. Let's take the little knife. This is a small knife. I've got some white. It's got a small amount of blue, just enough to tin it. Cut off a little roll of paint. Let's go up in here. And maybe right in here. And we're going to use a lot of pressure. Get in here and just. Maybe there's a.
Bob's doing a pretty sweet thing right now, and we're going to get to that in just a second. I want to make sure this looks like a wave and not like... Not a wave. Alright, that's good. Now the fun part. This is the one part I really like doing because it's super easy. But you gotta do it right or you'll just scrape right off the canvas.
It's got a small amount of blue, just enough to tin it. Cut off a little roll of paint.
Cut off some white and some light blue.
Maybe right in here. And we're going to use a lot of pressure. Get in here and just. Maybe there's a. There. Applying a lot of pressure though. There it goes back somewhere. Where it goes. We'll take our little fan wheel. It's pretty clean. Doesn't have much. I want to grab that and put it back. Back. So, and that creates that.
I do love this part. Also, when you beat the devil out of the brush, I suggest you get a splash guard. I use cardboard, but I'm also a lot of the time splashing my wall. You don't want to do that.
Right there. That easy.
Just blending out the
Okay. That works well. Let's do another one up there. In our world, there lives another thing right in there. Here it comes.
beautiful.
There. Just put it wherever you want. Okay.
Yeah. I was turning to look at Bob and my easel was like, not my easel, my palette was like scraping the ocean. I don't pay attention. Ooh. Beautiful.
Brush again. Once again. Just go back a little bit. Let's pull it back. Twist it. Okay, with it. There. That creates all the little things. There. Very simple. Very simple. Like to work in it hard. Don't have to go. Oh, you don't lazy paint. Easy. It's just to do things. So very. Anyways. Alright. Let me get back into line item to my lid of paint that's been done in with paint. Dedication. Just some little funky patterns.
He's throwing in some foamy patterns. There we go. Wasn't fluid enough. Cool.
Something about like that.
The ends of my brush keep splitting, so it like does two lines, but not a big deal. Not in this one, it's not. Heck, if this was a tree, that would even work out.
I'm not too worried about it at this point. There. Highlight right up on top of that so it continues on there. Alright. Go back in here. You can just highlight a few of these little rascals. Don't have to worry too much about them. Just show some. Think about being down at the ocean, watching the waves come in. That's what this is. Alright. Tell you what. Here's a filbert. Let's go into have a walk. We'll use some Van Dyke brown, some dark sienna just mixed together. Maybe an hour work. Right around the bottom. That's right. It's easier to try to pick though. Whatever.
Yeah, alright, let's do that.
Worried about it at this point. There.
I think what I'm going to do real quick is go back for just a sec and just highlight the br- make it a little bit brighter than it was. Will do. Van Dyke dark sienna Van Dyke rock. Brown and a rock or rock. Make it.
Put some dark color in first just to make the base up. Put a little highlight on there and there and there and there. Put a little of that color down, just a little. And take a 2-inch brush, grab it, yeah. So it'll go across. And end up
He's saying, well, I can't do it here, but if you have room beneath your rock, bring it down a bit like you would a tree in a lake, and then brush it over so you have a reflection. I am out of space, so I won't be doing that.
2-inch brush, grab it, down, something like so, and go across.
But that's okay.
Like it end up
We good.
reflection in the water when we get all finished. Okay, let's take some white paint, and we'll get some bright red. Bright red. I'm using the same old dirty filbert, I don't care.
Using the same dirty brush with white and bright red.
Let's just sort of highlight our stone. Just let the color play through here. There we go. There. So play it back and forth, dark and light. And you can actually sculpt this stone to it now. There. Think about what all these little things will do. That easy. Right there. Something like so. Go back to our small knife. A little bit of the weight of it. And let's just put a little indication. A little water. A little water. And maybe, I got it. Right here. Here it comes. Here's another little thing that's right out here. Maybe it comes right up.
He hasn't painted this yet, but I'm just going to do it so it looks a little bit. I don't think he's used sap green yet, but I'm going to do it. Sap green with maybe some brown. So it don't stand up too much. Give it some water line. He's punching hard to make holes in the wall. It look rough, but I do that. I'm not gonna. He put some rough, but I ran out of each, so he's in a second goals to make a sand beat on some. But for that, gonna let me just grab my board. Oh, dang it. As soon as I fast forward. Of course, there we go. Forward. Take some white. Sap green and brown. I don't know why I said it that way.
Punch in the bottom
I'm just adding some weeds using sap green and some brown. Make sure you have plenty of paint thinner on your brush too, or this ain't gonna stick. It's gonna break. You don't want it to break. Use that same color on the fan brush. I think you said for shadow.
She picked up underneath. Let her grab a little bit of that base color and let it become the shadows.
Yeah.
Just let it mix right. It's alright. It's alright. Now look at the shadows in green and brown. Makes nice little shadows. There. Don't want to kill all those nice colors you picked up underneath. They become a good friend. Yeah. Throw these little rascals in there. Alright. Wherever. We'll go in now to yellow ochre, right? Just pop somebody over the top of it. Now when you're at home, you have unlimited text. You can really play with these and put all kinds of gorgeous things on. Here, so over 30 minutes. You know, correct. She has some
Just the yellow ochre, the green.
Seascape. Fresh, happy little Van Dyke. Fan brush. Go into some brown, a little dark black. Just have the color to make it trump. And he's right there. And let's put a little at the bottom. Little crooked out trees have a tip. It's really good. And a little palm tree. You can see just something like and there. And like a little bit better. And use a brown brush to it then to paint a crooked out trees. Black up. Little palm tree bottom.
He's making a palm tree. I'm just gonna use black because I'm out of brown.
Have a tendency to sort of man on the end there. Something about like him. And dip the brush into a little bit of paint thinner. Still using brown and black. I want them to paint just a little. Just a
He's
little.
using the fan brush, but I was using a filbert brush for that part.
Just some basic ideas here. Lots of little leaves on this palm tree. There they go. Wherever. There's one down here. Oh, I have one that's coming right toward me. So we're just sort of hanging out there like that. There's one behind him. There's a nice little one. Take a little bit of brown and white. Touch this edge just a little.
yellow and green.
Just a little. There. Here we go. Something about like that. Should put that way, but I've got a little palm tree. But I wanted that limb to look like it comes right straight up toward me. You can use a lighter brush, make a lot more detail. I think with that, we'll call this little painting finished. Hope you've enjoyed it. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you a happy painting. God bless you, my brother.
Alright, Bob is done, and so are we. We're almost done. Just gotta add some life to the limbs here. There we go. Basically, all I was doing down here was putting white and yellow ochre on the fan brush and just giving it some dimension. Just some, not a whole lot. And he's done. I don't think there's much else to put on, so if you paint along with me, I'd love to see your work. Please hit me up at nicknoir.com and show me your work. I'd love to see it. I don't know if anyone paints with me, but if you just watch me, that's awesome too. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching.